Jesus Christ. So I just wanted to talk about grips. When you watch the set, I used a reverse grip. It's the best grip realistically because you're able to keep your elbows more by your sides and drive the elbows down as much as possible, which is a really important factor when you're doing this movement, or any back movement in particular. If you're not going to use a reverse grip, as some can, I would probably use a straight grip like that, simply because again it's a closer grip. You can keep the elbows by your sides better and drive them down more. This is probably the least grip that I would use, the overhand, so keep it, the parallel grip's really good. The overhand grip is not your best grip at all because it's probably your weakest strength position. The biceps are in the weakest position there. Don't get me wrong, if that's what you like, that's fine because it's about the intensity of the effort and the form. So as long as you're focused on keeping the elbows by your sides and driven downwards, again, that's what's going to keep the back super involved, and then keeping the back in the nice arched position as much as you possibly can. Try to keep your head, when you watch the set that I did, hopefully maybe towards the end when the forearms had gone as I tried to pull on that last one, I may have moved a little bit, but like I say, normally I can control it down. I just couldn't on that one because everything had gone, including right through to my fingertips. So it kind of came down, slipped out, but normally I'd try and put it down so my head won't change shape. You kind of want to keep a straight view or slightly up without straining your neck. The problem with if you tuck your chin, as soon as you tuck your chin, your spine is going to round, and that's not what you want. You must keep that arch position. So try to keep the head nicely in line. What I tend to do, particularly on this machine, I just keep focused where at the end of the bar, and that keeps my head in the perfect place. So if you just find a spot that keeps you there and try and keep locked onto that, that will keep you in the position as much as possible during the movement. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to show you a barbell row, just so you've got that little bit of a change. George is going to perform it as I just talk through it, and that gives you something else that you can try as well. Hi everybody, so we're just a quick film now after I've just done a set of T-bar rows, which George has filmed, taking that to failure as always. I did try and pull one a little bit for like a partial rep with everything I got, but even my forearms had gone at that point, so weight kind of came out of my hands. So again, it's just to try and show you that I do this as well as put everybody else through it. It was a good set. I went lighter to go between 15 and 20 reps, just so the set lasted a little bit longer, so then you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm not overly used to that sort of rep range on there. So normally the forearms do go anyway, but I'll usually get to control the weight down and put it down on the last rep, but with the reps being so high today, me not being used to it, they actually went as I was trying to control it to put it down, so there was nothing left. So yeah, that's basically it for today. Hopefully you can see the position where the elbows want to go and everything on that. We can talk about that a lot more. We'll probably cover that exercise at some point, but I know people are just wanting to see some real training, so we wanted to put that on again today. The repetition range, I would probably normally be around 12 to 15. I used to do 6 to 8 or 8 to 10. But I started to feel getting little pulls in my back, even with the correct form and everything at that rep range as the weight was increasing. So I backed off a little bit on the weight and increased the repetition. So I'm feeling it more so now without kind of as much of a risk of injury, or that's how it feels anyway. So we're just sticking at that range at the moment. As I said, we're a little bit lighter today to just get the set a bit longer for you to be able to view it more. And that's basically it on the T-bar. It is my absolute favourite back exercise, so I always do it. If I do one exercise, it will be the T-bar row, because I just feel it hits everything if it's done correctly. I've always liked it ever since I first started doing it. I love barbell rows and all those other things, dumbbell rows, but it just really suits me, does the T-bar row, which is why I tend to do that. So that's been done. I just had to do a couple of PTs, so I couldn't sit down and talk to you straight away, but I've had a post-workout shake, which I know a lot of people want to talk about, basically just because I'm not going to get time to eat for a little while now. So I have protein powder and carbohydrate powder in there. Nothing crazy, maybe 30 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, something like that max. With that I have, I put some BCAAs in it, I put some glutamine in it, I put some creatine in it, I put some EAAs in it, just to basically cover all bases. I also take my multivitamin and mineral, and a couple of other bits like that, some extra vitamin D. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really have. Once I've finished, that will cover me until I can eat, which my meal after training is, I'd like to say always, but pretty much as often as I can, will be steak and white rice. And then I'll just carry on with my meals as normal for the rest of the day. So that's it for today, guys, on there. Hope you enjoy the T-bar row, and let us know what you think.